Mark Bolger, Emerson Unger with you, and on the line from the Goo Goo Dolls, Robby, how are you?
I am great, man. Great to talk to you guys.
All right. You know, Robby, I got to tell you, I think we talked probably about 12 years ago, and I know it was a memorable experience for you.
As always.
Mark.
And they told me that you guys might be calling in this morning. Now, where are you right now?
We are in New Jersey. Johnny actually bought a house in New Jersey, so I went over to his house last night. So.
Oh, okay. You guys played the PNC last night?
No, actually we had last night off, and we're at the PNC this evening.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Yeah.
So we talked, like I said, about 12 years ago, and your manager, the manager for the Goo Goo Dolls, he's from Wappingers Falls, Pat Magnarella?
Yeah. We find, guidance from, the Northeast is pretty smart, So, yeah. We met Pat, probably 25 years ago. And he was bombing around, this part of New York, and his girlfriend, and who is now his wife, they were living in Manhattan, so we thought they were pretty uptown. And he got us a bunch of gigs, and and we've been friends and coworkers ever since.
Right. Now, does he ever talk about Wappingers to you guys?
Yeah, he was actually here the other day. Actually, yeah. We hear a lot about the Poughkeepsie insanity that he grew up with. Shows at the Stand and all that kind of stuff for sure.
Very cool. So now, Emerson, I know you wanted to talk food with the man, don't you?
Yes, because you guys are going to be up there at Bethel Woods, and we're having, our food truck festival, you could say. Peace, love, and food truck.
Heard.
And
Yeah.
I want to know, are you guys going to hit up any food trucks? And if so, are there any dietary restrictions?
Oh, what are your dietary restrictions?
Are you gluten-free? Are you vegan or vegetarian? Dish it all to me.
We've got various eating oddities in our gang, but no, I'm not too. I'm not 23 anymore, so I gotta kind of watch what I eat so I don't blow up too bad. But
Right.
Aside from that, I'm pretty open for anything. But we'll definitely come down. Maybe we'll bring some guitars too. I don't know.
Right, that was the rumor that you guys might show up for the food truck festival and play a few songs for us.
I don't know. Could be. Depends on how much free brisket I get.
Yeah.
I like it.
There
I
you
love
go.
it. Oh, that's always good stuff.
We're on with Robby from the Goo Goo Dolls. Going to be playing Bethel Woods on Saturday night. You guys have played there a few times before, right?
Yeah. We actually did prior to that big Woodstock reunion. I don't know if you remember, years ago they did a show down there. It was maybe 2 years before the big reunion,
Right?
And we played down there with. Gosh, it's escaping me right now. The names of the time. I don't know. Let me pick a few. Joan Osborne, maybe Dishwalla. I don't know.
Joan. I love Joan Osborne. She just played. She just played up in at Bard College at the Spiegel tent up there last weekend, I think it was. But she's outstanding. Yeah, it was great. So we did a little show down there on the actual, the actual site, and it was great. Yeah.
And this tour now, we're probably 20 some shows into it right now, and so everything's firing pretty well.
Right. Well, of course, Bethel Woods is. I mean, you're all over the place, so you get to see all these amphitheaters. But for my money, it's one of the best spots to see a live show.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Like I said, this part it's crazy. There's so many gigs in this part of the world right here. Within 4 hours here of where I'm sitting right now, there's probably 5 gigs, and they're all amazing, man. This area is just great this time of year.
Talking with the Goo Goo Dolls here this morning, Robby. Now, Robby, what happened the other night? Because I heard that Johnny lost his voice.
Yeah, he had a cold, and about halfway through the show, he started to crap out a little bit. So we took a break one night, and now we're back ready to get into it.
Everything's all good then.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's very cool.
I commend you guys. You're always out on tour. You're like always loving your fans with shows, giving them live performances.
Yeah. Well, the world works in such a different way now. It used to be, people still consume music. They still love music, but they consume and interact with it in different ways. And being out there on the road, has always been important to us, but it's certainly much more important now than it's ever been.
And it's different now as far as selling music goes, too. It used to be that you guys would make a ton of money, and I don't know, maybe you still do, off selling music, but now it's more about touring, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I do it too, streaming services, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty hard to not agree with $19 a month for nearly every song recorded.
That's right.
It's really difficult. Or try to get $19 for 16 songs. It's tough. I have a little record label too that I work with indie bands with, and we're discovering it from a different world than Goo Goo Dolls are discovering it, but it's definitely across the board. But, like I said, I don't think people's passion for music is any less. As a matter of fact, I think the internet and the access to music, the ease of access to music has made people more excited about music, but it's just that they're not paying for it in that physicality anymore. So, so these shows and, just more creative options, on how to, still make this, a valid lifestyle for everybody. There's new ideas out there all the time.
Oh, yeah, no, I think it's well, here's the thing that I don't understand, and maybe you can comment on it, because to me, I'm perplexed by it, and everybody's like, you don't get this, but now the return to vinyl.
Yes, oh, yes.
Everybody seems to want to get the... I was so happy to get rid of my albums and go to just digital now.
Yeah, but the sound mark on vinyl is so good.
I'm not getting it. Are you getting it, Robbie?
Well, I think you can have a love affair with a piece of vinyl. Like, you can't have a love affair with your computer, although some people do, if you know what I mean. but
oh, yeah.
But I think, you can't have a love affair with a file. Like,
That's true.
I can remember being a kid and getting, the first Kiss Alive record and, sitting there staring at it and just saying to myself, oh, my God, look at this thing. And then you physically put it on there and, the speakers do a little dance with your needle as it hits and it kind of glues all the music together. I don't know, man. It's a different experience. And I do think the people who find themselves in that experience have that same experience that I had when I was a kid. It's just that people don't have it that often anymore.
And that's
probably when it happens to somebody, I think it's super special, and I think that's why it means so much to them.
And that's probably the appeal of it, is that I always think that people now have such short attention spans that they don't want to listen to a whole album, but maybe that's what this is bringing back.
Yeah, I know you guys got your box set, too, that came out
recently.
I
know. Crazy, man. Crazy. And that's just the first half of it.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. We've been around long enough for 2 box sets? That doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem possible.
Yeah, very cool. So we're on with Robby Takac from the Goo Goo Dolls at Bethel Woods on Saturday. There still are some tickets for the show. And don't forget, the Peace, Love, and Food Truck Festival is before the show. And the Goo Goos are going to be up there looking for some free biscuits. So you food truck people better get with it. Robbie, I do appreciate taking a few minutes out to call in this morning, because we know you're on the Rockstar schedule.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Well, I'm on a Rockstar schedule with a 5-year-old out with me. So,
wow.
My daughter's on tour with us right now. So it's a little bit of an abridged Rockstar schedule.
Yeah, but that must be cool to be able to take your family out on the road. And Johnny, didn't he just have a baby too?
Yeah. This bus has been like a half daycare center, half rock and roll tour. But no, it's awesome. I mean, I never would have guessed, 32 years ago when John and I were sitting, in our apartment sharing a bedroom, that we'd be driving around in our tour buses to our next show with our families and stuff. So I do have to say this worked out, in a sort of a fairy tale-ish sort of way for us, I think.
Well, we're very happy for you, and we're excited for the show on Saturday. Give it up for them.
Yep, can't wait.
Hey.
Goo Goo Dolls, everybody get your tickets and come on up and see us, all right?
All right,
Hey,
guys.
say hi to the band. Thanks, Robbie.
Certainly will. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.